But the Japanese weren't the first to develop a motorsport based on their surroundings. Back in the 60s, a group of bikers assembled here at the Ace Cafe, where they planned a deadly bike race around the centre of London that would become a phenomenon. I'm here to meet Paul Dunstall, who was a key member of the movement.
There were no speed limits. Only in town was there a speed limit. The cafes are just incidental, really. It was just somewhere
just a meeting point.
We'd nip into Johnston's Cafe, perhaps have a cup of tea, but not for long, and we'd be outside on the sort of the out ramp onto the road, sitting there on our bikes, ticking over, ready to go, looking for a motorcycle to go by that looks like he might be up for a race. And
it's boy racing, really, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It strikes me that the cafe racers wanted to experience the thrill of speed at all costs. The aim was to hit 100 miles per hour on the streets of London. It was known as the ton-up, and those riders that managed it were legendary.
Not many bikes would do that in those days. If you've got a bike that did a ton, that was quite something. But I mean, that quickly moved on well, certainly in our circles, so that 120 became then 125 became, you needed to do. So by modifying a bit at a time, try this, try that.
You made it
within about a year, I mean, I'd got probably, if not the quickest, one of the quickest bikes for cafe racing in the south of the country. And other motorcyclists sort of got to hear about it and wanted to buy them. And it just grew and grew and grew.
You had celebrities. I think Steve McQueen liked one of your bikes. Did he buy one?
He did, yeah. He bought, it would be a 750 Dunstall Norton.
Right.
So that...
So it looked ordinary, but it was
it went really quick, yeah, yeah. So Steve ordered one. And I think at the time we had about 3 or 4 month waiting list, so he used to phone about once a week.
But he was a Hollywood A-lister. Surely he jumped up the list.
No. No, he was just... No.
This is beautiful, though.
It is beautiful. Really, really beautiful. Lovely job.
It's fast.
Oh, yes, it will be very fast off the mark. Very, yeah.
When you see a bike like this, do you miss it a little bit?
That's a lovely bike. Yeah, that's really nice. I mean, even if not to ride often, but to have it in the front entranceway, in your porch at home.
In the 60s, bikes were cool and easy to afford. Hence, the closest thing we had to street racing were these guys. Across the Atlantic in the USA, it is a very different story.